No, nothing.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Those Were the Days, or as most of you would call it, the Archie Bunker Show. Or, as it's actually called, All in the Family. So, yes, this episode should be pretty interesting. Most of them are. I'm not sure what the context of this episode really is. Didn't really get to preview it, but if it's this season, I know it's going to be pretty good. I don't necessarily remember it, but as we go along, I probably will. Last episode was really interesting. If you guys want to see that or jump back to the entire playlist from season 1, there is a playlist down below. And yes, this is going to be pretty fun because the ones that I don't know typically are. So, with that being said, let's jump into All in the Family. Here we go.
Those were the days.
Oh, that's so funny, Bertha.
Okay.
I'll have to remember to tell that one to Archie.
Yeah, please do, because I have no idea why you're laughing.
He always likes jokes that end up funnier than when they start out.
Right, that's typically how jokes go.
It's so lonely around here since Gloria started working.
Right.
If it wasn't for the TV in the afternoon, there'd be nobody to talk to at all.
Right. So she admits she's a little bit crazy, talking to the TV. But who am I to judge? I'm talking to a camera right now.
How was your day?
Lousy, Edith.
As always.
The world out there is full of nuts and fruitcakes and...
Again, as always.
If I gotta ride them subways another 2 years, you're gonna have to check me into a rubber room.
Right.
I was coming home. I'm talking, Edith.
Right.
Pressed up against me so close, his buttons are making permanent dents in my flesh. There we are. We're riding nose to nose.
Right.
And he starts talking to his daughter.
Okay.
What's the matter with that?
She wasn't there.
Oh, okay. So this is a mental illness episode, apparently.
The bum behind me had beans for lunch.
Right. That's never a good situation.
How did you know that?
I wonder, Edith. I wonder.
I could tell by the way he smiled at her.
Right.
Can you wait a little while? Gloria ain't home from work yet.
Right.
Married to the meathead, now she's got to go working his way through school.
Right.
Where's the ass that I have? Why is it always upstairs when I'm downstairs?
Right.
And downstairs when I'm upstairs?
Yeah.
Can't you never organize nothing, Edith?
Put it on the stairs. It's halfway between.
I'm gonna reach out my 2 hands to get the things that I need and I want. I'm gonna find them where
Right. Why don't you get 2 bottles? One for upstairs, one for downstairs.
I'm telling you, it's a city full of weirdos out there.
Right. It's having the same day as Archie. Okay, if she's wearing a coat and mitts, why is she wearing a dress?
Have any idea what 50% off does to nice, normal women?
Makes them crazy.
It turns them into raving lunatics.
Yep.
Give us your size 18 fatso trying to zip herself into a size 10?
Well, these are 7s. The box says 9 because, well, look, lady, you're a 9.
No, but I remember.
Ma! I'm talking, Ma.
Right. She wants to talk at you, not to you.
It wasn't bad enough. Coming home on the bus, I felt like a sardine in a can.
Right.
And lucky me, I got to be standing right next to a groper.
Okay.
He made me feel like a fresh loaf of Wonder Bread.
Yep, that'll happen too.
The only good thing about getting on a bus nowadays is knowing that you're getting off again.
Right.
You can hear them complaints all the way up in the toilet.
Well, good.
At the end of the day, you're supposed to leave your troubles outside the door.
Yeah, like you do that so well.
Don't be bringing your burdens in here and dumping them on your mother.
Right.
Will you get supper on the table?
Oh boy.
I ain't home yet.
Well, maybe we'll get a chance to look at the food now before it disappears.
Ma, why isn't Michael home yet? Did he say he'd be late?
Right.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because after supper, he's got to help me move that refrigerator out there.
Okay.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
There he is.
How was your day?
Lousy.
Right.
What's the matter?
No, nothing.
Oh, yes, I remember the name of this episode.
Side again, isn't it? It's that dumb appendix.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm late. I've just been to see Dr. Nelson about it.
Well, at least he went. A lot of people don't go and just suffer through it and then something bad happens.
Said it's just a typical grumbling appendix. There's no emergency.
Grumbling appendix.
It could flare up at any time.
But he said I could have it out whenever I'm ready.
Okay,
I think you're ready.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of being cut.
sure.
Nowadays, taking out your appendix is a simple routine operation.
Yep.
Open him up, they might find themselves rooting around the bottomless pit.
I couldn't find the thing.
What is it with you? Don't you take anything serious?
Yeah. He takes rent serious and gas bills seriously. Most of the stuff that he has to pay for.
Geez, I had an operation. Nobody heard me hollering around.
No, Archie, you fainted.
Who asked you?
You did.
I mean, I can continue with the ice pack. Why rush into these things?
Okay.
Gotta go, it's gotta go. Why hang on to something that's useless?
Right.
That's what I've been asking you ever since you married him.
Wow.
Maybe God put it there for doctors to practice up on for
Right.
more serious operations.
Wow. Okay.
You're a pip, you know that?
Right.
I mean, when I decide to have this operation, I'm gonna have the best.
Okay.
Dr. Nelson recommended the best surgeon he knew. He called Dr. McKenzie.
Okay.
I think we should call
Who?
Chicken Delight, Edith, because we ain't gonna get no supper out of you.
Chicken Delight. I'm assuming that was a restaurant back then, like KFC.
Yeah, besides, where's the money coming from to pay for it?
Right.
Our savings account.
Oh, no. That's your money. That's not mine.
Right.
Michael, that's our money. We each contribute in our own way.
Okay.
That's right. You contribute deposits, he contributes withdrawals.
That's true. That's true.
Our marriage is an equal partnership. We share everything.
Okay.
Michael, don't you move anything. Not the way you're feeling
Don't
tonight.
be getting,
Right.
him out of work, will you? He gets out of enough work himself.
Okay.
If you want to move the refrigerator, come on, we'll do it now.
Right.
What's this supposed to be now?
That's a pain.
Yeah. Obviously.
I got a sharp pain right here.
Okay.
You're giving me a dull pain right there.
Will you get me an ice pack, please?
Oh, is it worse?
Yeah, it's worse.
Oh.
Yeah, it's worse.
Let's see, maybe I'll have to have that operation after all.
Right.
It's about time, too.
Soup and salad.
We're all starving over here. What kind of soup you got, Edith?
Olive Garden used to have a deal like that.
We're not having soup, Archie.
What the hell are you yelling soups on?
Right?
It's just an expression. It means dinner's ready.
Right.
Well, why can't you just say dinner's ready?
It's like come and get it, I guess.
All right, dinner's ready.
So apparently they're not having soup.
Your ice pack. You better take off your pants.
Hold it, huh?
Right. Hold on.
Your mother don't want to see him standing in his drawers.
Okay.
For your lower side, which ain't supposed to be seen.
Right.
Oh boy, you know something, Daddy? You're really a prude.
Right.
How would you like it if I dropped my pants every time I want to put an ice pack up against my private part?
Archie, I ain't never seen you do that.
Right. It's kind of the point.
All done. You can look now, Daddy.
Who the hell wants to look at that?
Right.
Oh, that's all right, Ma. I don't feel like eating anyway.
Oh.
For the first time in forever.
Okay.
If he don't feel like eating, you're gonna have me believing he's really sick.
Yeah.
What is it with you, meathead? You really feel bad?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I feel terrible.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Well,
More for me.
I better eat.
Yeah, before he starts feeling better.
Do you know how much Dr. McKenzie charges? $350.
Wow. Okay.
$350.
Out of pocket.
Surgeons, they're highway robbers. Why do you think they wear masks when they operate?
Why don't we ask Audrey Stern to do the operation?
Okay. Who's that?
She worked with us on the youth vote registration campaign.
Oh.
She did Mary Goodwin's appendix for only $150.
Nice.
Dr. Nelson already has me set up with Dr. McKenzie. It doesn't sound ethical.
Okay.
It sounds cheaper.
Right.
Sounds stupid.
What do you mean, stupid?
A woman doctor.
Wouldn't let no doctor by the name of Audrey fool around with me. You stick to a man. Get yourself an older guy with experience like Mackenzie.
Okay.
You never even heard of him till 5 minutes ago.
Right.
I know Dr. Nelson. I know he wouldn't recommend nobody who didn't have savvy.
Okay.
You'd rather be operated on by a dottery old man than an efficient young woman?
Okay.
It's only good for women's problems like your gynecology there.
Okay.
Man men's problems, you need a man doctor.
Right.
What, you want some nervous dame foostering around, eh? Maybe she cut the wrong string and the poor guy's keister would fall off.
Because that's how that works.
I mean, he don't want to be operated on by no woman.
Okay.
I don't know if I like the idea of a friend operating on me.
Right.
She hardly rates as your best buddy.
Yeah, but even so, she knows me.
Okay.
It's an emotional thing.
He's not comfortable with it either.
And she's less expensive.
Corey, it's not the money.
So she's a woman.
Are you saying that a woman's reflexes are slower than a man's?
Right.
Oh, well then it must be that men are smarter than women. Is that it?
Bullseye, little guy.
Right.
Bull period, Daddy.
Right.
You hear the lip on your daughter there?
Well, are men smarter than women?
Corey, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
He implied it.
Well, you're as bad as Daddy. You're prejudiced against a woman surgeon
Okay.
So I want to pick my doctor.
and pay him with my money.
Right.
Oh, now it's your money. A minute ago it was our money.
Right.
At least I have a say in how we spend it.
And it's your appendix. You'll have a say. Call a doctor. Call a doctor.
Call the doctor right away.
Which one?
Which one?
Right.
Listen, cover up the meathead over there. I'll make the phone call here. Get some ketchup on the table.
Archie taking charge.
I think I'm running a temperature.
I'll get the thermometer.
Okay. That'll happen.
Yeah, well, when are you going to hear from Dr. McKenzie?
Dr. McKenzie, Daddy.
If you get Dr. McKenzie, you pay the bill.
When he comes in, have him call us, will you, as quick as possible.
Okay.
What did Dr. McKenzie say?
They're trying to find him. He's going to call us as soon as he comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we hadn't decided, had we?
Okay.
And she's a good surgeon,
Right.
so?
Okay.
So I'm glad Archie called Dr. McKenzie.
One of the facts of life is that doctors are supposed to be men.
Okay.
They invented medicine, and they men made up your hypocritical oath there.
Hypocritical oath. Hippocratic.
To get Audrey Stern here in a flash and save ourselves $200 at the...
Right.
You won't trust a woman.
Oh, it's not the voice. Just work for a doctor.
Right.
He's absolutely right.
You can understand that.
That's how you tell what's good in America. Cost more.
Sure.
Sometimes Marcus Welby don't charge nothing at all.
Yeah, the TV doctor doesn't charge anything at all.
And you can't get better than him.
Right, because he's a TV doctor. They wrote him to be the best.
Ought to turn on the TV, eat it, and Welby will jump out of the set and help us.
Marcus Welby must be related to like this whole series for some reason, because they mention it like almost every episode.
What do you call housework, a vacation?
You never see nobody paying for it.
Okay.
No, I sure don't see me being paid for it. Well, housework is an important job, Archie.
Right.
The man is the breadwinner, then you women have your bread one for you.
Okay.
There are plenty of tribes where the men sit at home and the women go out to work.
Okay.
Where?
Well, there's a tribe in New Guinea.
Yeah, I'll be bringing the Italians into it.
Oh, wow. I'm not gonna go into that one.
God made women to stay at home.
Okay.
How do you know that, Archie?
Right, Archie, how do you know that?
All them old Bible guys, they was always out there hunting, and
Okay.
the women stayed home and they had babies,
Okay.
which they call in them days begatting for religious reasons.
Yeah, okay.
Between all the begatting, the women was sweeping up the tents, polishing up all the idols,
Right.
102.
as many as they had.
Oh, that's my temperature.
Right.
Trying to find a man, he could be on any golf course in town.
We should have called Dr. Stern. She would have been here now.
Right.
She's in the neighborhood.
So is Tomasetti the butcher, but I wouldn't call him.
Hey, butchers are pretty good with those knives, so...
I'm gonna call Audrey Stern right now. Oh.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, my husband is really sick. He has a temperature now of 102 and he just...
Wow.
The receiving room in a half an hour. Yes, we'll have him there. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And see, no, that was his nurse. She said to get Michael to the hospital right away.
Okay.
I don't know how we're gonna pay him.
Right.
Thought about that?
Yeah, I thought about that. You ain't gonna pay.
Right.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Daddy, you can't do that.
I don't.
Yeah, he can. He's the one who made you get him.
I know it's a lot of money. All right, just pay me back whenever you can.
He wants the doctor. He can pay for it.
Put it on the meathead's tab.
Right.
Well, don't be slobbering me like your mother now.
Right.
And don't tell Michael nothing about my paying for it. I don't want him to know nothing about it.
Okay.
Daddy, Michael should know. I mean, you're doing such a nice thing for him.
Yeah, but it's a guy thing.
After all, he's the only meathead you got.
Daddy, sometimes I could just... And then sometimes you're... Thank you, Dad.
Right.
Michael, are you feeling a little bit better now?
Yeah, a little bit better.
A little bit.
Oh, good, because we're going to take you to the hospital right away.
Huh?
Huh? I don't want to go to the hospital.
Well, I don't know about going to the hospital. I mean, I feel better now.
Right.
I wish this were a tooth.
Much more serious if there was a tooth down there.
Wow, okay. It would be more serious, but still.
And it would have got stuck in your appendix.
Yeah.
Stop, Ma.
Yeah, right.
The doctor said it was an apple seed stuck in there.
Wow, okay.
Stop, Ma.
And puffed out like a big balloon.
Yeah, please stop, Ma.
And the doctor got to it just before it blew up.
I think I'm sick again.
Right,
Brushing his razor.
I won't need no razor in a hospital.
right.
If there's any shaving to be done, there ain't no way to do it.
Yeah. He won't be in the hospital very long. Couple days, maybe.
Did you remember his teddy bear?
His pajamas. I forgot his pajamas.
Okay.
I'll get him. Ah!
Oh,
The ice pack slipped!
He'll be coming around any minute now.
okay.
No problems at all. That appendix came out like a loose cork. But you didn't get him here a minute too soon. We had to rush him straight onto the table.
Oh, wow.
Lucky nobody else was lying on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. I think she means the operating table, but still.
First time I ever seen him, his mouth wasn't working.
And thank you enough, Dr. Mackenzie.
Oh, I'm not Dr. Mackenzie.
Oh,
Dr. Mackenzie will be here any minute.
okay.
Oh, here she is now.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Are you really Dr. Mackenzie? Yes.
Right.
Very nice to meet you. I'm Mrs. Stivic.
It's a woman.
What's so funny? Oh,
Right.
my father thought that you were an old man, and I'm glad you're not. So am I. Talk to you.
What?
Come here.
Right.
I just want to know what you think now. I mean,
Okay.
operation's a success, and it was done by a woman doctor,
Right.
and Michael's keister's still on.
Oh, boy. Meathead's back at it. Shoveling that meat.
Look at him eating over here.
Right.
Got his appendix out, so now he's got more room down there.
Oh, no, I want to hear about it so I can remember it.
Right.
I want to remember it for you. Writing a book or something?
It's for Sybil Gooley
Okay.
about her operation, and now I got an operation to tell her about it.
Oh, okay.
Mind if I use yours, do you, Mike?
I'll just make sure to tell her how good Dr. Mackenzie was.
Right.
One giant step for womankind.
Right.
I wish the womankind step into the kitchen and come back with some ketchup.
Oh, well, you sit right there and enjoy your dinner.
Right.
If Daddy wants the ketchup, he can get it for himself.
And that is it. Let's talk about it. Alright, guys, that was All in the Family, or as we like to call it here, those were the days. Mike had a little appendix problem, but at the very beginning, both Gloria and Archie came home very upset because of the commute issues. So Gloria was taking the bus and got made to feel like she was a loaf of Wonder Bread, which basically I get what she means is that you kind of feel and squish the Wonder Bread to see how fresh it really is, if it is stale or not. And Archie got placed behind someone who had beans for either breakfast or lunch and was a bit gassy, if you will.
How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I'd say you've had enough.
And in a small container like a bus or in this case a subway cart, yeah, it's kind of self-contained torture. That part was pretty funny. Michael comes home, has a little side issue. Apparently it's his appendix. He debates on whether or not he even wants to have the thing out because he's afraid of getting a little cut. It gets worse to the point of fever, and trust me, you don't want to have your appendix burst. I haven't had that situation yet, but yeah, it's not a pretty picture when it happens. I think you can even possibly die. If you know that to be true or false, let me know down in the comments. I believe it's true that you could die from a burst appendix, if not just from the pain by itself. He gets pretty severe, and then there's this whole man doctor versus woman doctor. It's not really a debate nowadays. Get the doctor that does the best for the price that you can afford. Some of us have, the free health care. Some of us have more health care that you pay for. Health insurance is different for everybody in America. We don't have just a generalized free health care, which I say free with quotation marks because nothing is free. I know Canada likes to boast about their free health care, but it's not actually free. You get it taken out of your taxes. That's where government supplemented anything comes from. So it's not free, it's taxed. So we should really change the name from free healthcare to taxed healthcare, because that's honestly what it is. There's nothing free about it. Beyond that, he was saying, the man versus woman doctor thing. Again, it's not really a big deal nowadays because everyone's trained the same way. They were trained the same way back then too. But women really weren't taken seriously in the education field. There was even an old saying that you're there to get your marriage degree.
The term MRS degree was coined in the 40s and is used to describe women who attend college to meet their soulmates.
Which means that you're just basically there to look for a husband. That was back when the women were allowed to join the men's version of university, or at least in the same class. There are a few different movies from back in the day or movies that are depicted from back in the day where they actually had a women's study area for the same thing and a men's study for the same thing but by themselves, and they were at two different times and they learned pretty much the same thing by the same person, but women weren't taken as seriously as the men were. And so there's a couple of movies. I'm not sure if that's true. If you guys were around back when that was, let me know in the comments, because I don't want to, be historically inaccurate, but at least from the movies and things that I've seen, that was more of the history of the thing. They did take them more as they weren't looking to be educated, but basically to find a rich husband or a husband in general. On the contrast to that, a lot of the women that went there were actually looking for a proper education to become a doctor or a nurse or something along the medical degree line, and they did take themselves seriously, which I appreciate. That, if you're going to do it, don't go just to find a husband, go to actually learn and get the degree that you really want, because it's a waste of money and a waste of time when you could just kind of be a teacher's assistant or something and do the same thing. Other than that, it's pretty interesting. The debate of, is a man doctor versus a woman doctor any different? I would say no. It's depending on, again, the doctor themselves, where they went to school, and of course what you can actually afford as a patient is what you're going to get. So there's many factors other than gender that come to play in this argument. They did say that they couldn't afford to have the other doctor, that their friend would do it for like half as much. Nowadays, everyone is taught the same and basically treated the same. It's an interesting debate, especially for back then, but nowadays it really doesn't matter. So it's nice to see the contrast between today's and back then's historical differences. With that being said, this was actually a very interesting and fun episode. I like how they mixed a good balance of him being hurt versus the funny. It was more pain-based sitcom than it was just jokes, but sometimes having a switch up in the episodes is pretty good. So all in all, I do enjoy this episode. I do want to warn you guys that in a few episodes towards the end of the season, which we're getting towards, we will have a very serious ending episode. I'll let you guys know beforehand, but I know I said this in the last episode, but I did want to keep you guys warned on that episode coming up. I believe it's either the last episode or the second to last episode. Not that it's a bad episode within itself, but that the context of the episode will be a bit jarring. With that being said, I hope you guys liked this episode. If you did, do me a favor and hit the little like button. If you didn't, again, do me another favor, hit the down button, because that lets the algorithm know what you guys think. It kind of helps me out. I don't really check it out because a lot of people just downvote because I can't upload the entire stinking episode. But I do have a fix for that. If you live in America, I'm not sure if it's in any other country besides America yet, but there is an app on the smart TVs and Rokus and Fire Sticks called Freevee. You can get Freevee, and that is basically Amazon bought it more recently. It shows older movies, older TV shows. It shows things like All in the Family, and I think The Jeffersons is on there, and things like that. So you can watch it there. I will have a link down in the description below, which is an Amazon Associates link, which will have the entire box set on DVD for you to buy. And they have, it's the entire seasons, all the seasons, and it runs for about 50 to 60 bucks, I think. And you can get them down there. If you buy it from that link, it helps out the channel because whatever you guys buy, I get a little portion of. So if you're looking to have it on hard copy, there's that. And of course, again, Freevee is free. If you guys want to be notified about when I drop the next video, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button.
Don't worry about it. You're still in good shape. All you got to do is just tap it in. Just tap it in.
There's one down here in the corner. There will be one up here at the end of the video. Of course, you can go down into the actual description, and there should be one right there for you as well. And that helps out the channel because we are trying to, again, get to the 500 subscriber mark. We did get the community tab automatically anyways because YouTube changed a little bit and gave it to us, but that's the next mile marker. And of course, the 1,000 subscribers for monetization. I already have the watch hours thanks to you guys, but I would love to get the 1,000 subscribers to get monetized and start making money from this channel. So with that being said, I want to thank all of my subscribers. I want to thank you guys for getting this far in the video, and we will see you next time. Peace.